Yo, 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 yo. It's J to the A W D E Y. As you know what it is, man. And let. So today, I don't know what it is today, actually. No, I'm just actually just trusting. Sophie to Glenn. I'm actually just trusting your whole idea of just knowing that the splendid that was splendid. That's what's up. So actually, lately, you know, I've been having a lot of thinking, regarding like my whole approach towards life itself. When I was born, I was given like my the lifestyle that you were born to, right? Like you don't choose whatever you that you're supposed to choose from. Like the what I mean, like your team, like or whatever sport that you like. Like for me, I enjoy boxing, you know. But before that, nobody in my family enjoyed watching boxing. You know, but only now, only me. I'm the only person that will watch. Well, recently I found out that I'm not the only person. I found out that one of my bigger cousin, he's like the oldest. He's like the oldest guy that's alive right now. So he's like he enjoys watching USC. I didn't know it before, but I just had to introduce it like in a way of like me watching it myself to showing that I actually enjoy watching UFC, and then I enjoy like working out, like anything that do with fighting, even though I'm not a fighter, I don't like fighting, but I hate conflict, but I don't mind. I'm like it's not that I'm scared of conflict, but I'm not scared of conflict, like, bro, not at all. Like, bro, if you want to square up, you can square up right now. You know, that's how it is with me. But I don't do it. Something I don't do unless I'm provoked. So that's what I always prepare for, because you don't know when you're gonna die. You know, you don't know when you're gonna die. So I'm cool, man, and you, Mama Lika. Hi, Mami Kali, Mami Kalu, Mami Kalu. That's your name, Mami Kalu. Your name sounds like it's like Mexican or Spanish. I don't know if I'm wrong. Okay, so I was saying, fighting. It's just, yeah, man. You know, those things. Bro, how can you be a Nigerian and live in South Africa? Just because you are okay, maybe you probably live for in another place. Let me tell you straight up. Okay, this is how it goes. If you're from Africa, it doesn't mean that everybody from Africa is Nigerian. Just because you met a friend that was from that was from Africa, and then you think that he's since he was Nigerian and now you assume that everybody's Nigerian. No, don't just assume that, bro. That's not that's not what you can think. But what you can do is that it's good to ask, you know. Well, that's exactly what you did, you know. You asked that if I'm Nigerian or not. So I'm telling you now right now, I'm not. So in Africa, there's actually Sutus. I'm Sutu and Xhosa. I'm actually a mixture of Xhosa and Sutu. So there's Xhosa, Sutu, Zulu, there's Nigerians, as you say, and then there's like Algerians, there's and then there's Congolese, and then you also get white people, you know. You also get white people, you know. I wouldn't say like people that are from Africa because the whole world, like what you live in is actually you from planet Earth, so that means white people are also from planet Earth. So you can't just disregard them and just not mention them because they also from Africa. You know, if if you know your history that they moved on like to stay in Africa, they came in Cape Town and whatever, but that doesn't make them not part of being Africa. That was then. This is now. You know. So now they're African. They're they're African right now. So mm, what else? Today is actually like a pretty nice day. You know, I'm actually like at peace. You know, I'm at peace. I feel like I found my inner peace. You know, you know that. Do you feel that? If you don't, bro, you have a long road ahead of you. If you don't know what I'm talking about, when I say you feel like there's no weight in your chest. If you don't feel that there's no weight in your chest, bro, then you're like screwed. Trust me. You probably will see me. You know, you probably will see me. You know, maybe at some point when I'm just like in the future, when I'm like touring the world. You know, because that will happen. I know it will. It may not be happening right now. I know I will tour the world. I believe it and I receive it. You know, that's part of my purpose. My purpose is to spread light into the world, positivity. You know, bro. Who says Yo, whoever this gaming live guy, he better get out of this live right now, bro. Gaming live, gaming live, you better get out of this live right now. I don't want to talk to this guy. Get out of here, bro. You better get out of this live. Get out of this live. Find some other live who where you can just mess around with. I don't do people who just you saw like how like hi Amy, you good Amy? You saw how just you see I the reason why let me put it like this. You know what? Forget it. Forget it. I'm good. I'm good, Amy. How are you? So in life, right? You shouldn't feel like you have something to prove to anybody. You shouldn't feel like you have something to prove to anybody. You know, the only thing that you have to prove to is to yourself. You know, and that's my inner wisdom that I'm connecting to right now. That's deep, bro. The moment the whole humanity discovers who they really are, instead of doubting who they really are, because you get doubters, like they doubting themselves. It's not that they doubting you, right? It's just that the way that they doubt, you know, you think they doubt you just because they say, "Oh, you can't do this," you know, just because they give you negativity, or some of them they give you positivity, right? But they give you positivity in a way of like where they where at the same time they trying to make you feel bad in a sort of way. They trying to give you some half ass compliments. It's like a shortened way of complimenting you, like to make you feel like you. Oh, I'm gonna act like I'm giving them a compliment, but at the same time I'm not giving them a compliment. I'm aware of that too. See those people, bro. I'm not saying that, bro. You know what's funny? When I was a kid, I used to think all these celebrities, you know, they were like these people who were just untouchable. But as I grew and I started meeting them in person, I started seeing them for who they really are. But these people are actually trying to figure out how we trying to figure out our life, bro. The way you and me trying to figure out our life, you know, it's exactly the same way. If you met a celebrity in your life and then you have talked to them, and if you spend some time with them, like for a while, you will notice that. But with me, you'll never see it, bro. You with me, you will never see it. Trust me. I've done the inner work. I've done it. I've done the inner work. You'll never see it. I've done the inner work. I've been in solitude. Like even right now, I'm still in solitude. But it's just that right now, I'm thriving in it. I'm getting breakthroughs left and right. You know, some of them I even ignore them and be like, oh man, this is not even worth my time because they're not even operating at like the frequency I'm on. You know, so after dolin sa mbona mas ndala kada kota ibo di kama mabona nan buwan la kota mas. Uh, so yeah, man. Sometimes you learn from that and you grow. You know, you learn from it and you grow. But in life, bro, you just let me just tell you one thing about life. You don't wanna not grow. You know, and people who are like in the back, they're gonna think, he's talking about what is he talking about? Growing. Everybody grows at some point. When you're a kid, like you grow up. I'm not talking about growth, like it's being like it's growing up, and then at the time that you get at 18, 19, then you start growing. I'm not talking about that growth. I'm talking about inner growth, wisdom, you know, your mind, your inner peace, you know, all that. Doing the inner work, self love, you know, loving yourself more than you love anybody. First, in order for you to love another human being, you have to love yourself. You know. That's how true love is found. So if you don't love yourself, don't expect the next person to love you. You see me? The the, the reason why I love myself is because I know that when another person is treating me badly, you know, and I feel it, I notice that they're trying to treat me badly, and then I stand up for myself. You know why? Because I love myself. So you gotta be aware. Pay attention. You know, bro. You should see the things I've been through, bro. Some of you will never even make it. Some of you will never even make it out of that, bro. You like you been put like into a trip, like a trip where you just like you have to like I was in like in a mental institute, right? And they put me in a trip. You know, I was like, yo, this thing makes me sleep a lot, so I took it off of me. And then next thing you know, they put me with prescribed pills that make me sleep a lot. So I was slept. You know, what I noticed that they do that I do it to the other patients as well. You know, it wasn't only me. I won't say like I'm being targeted or anything like that. No, no, I won't say like that. So what's going on is that they were they were testing out how the pills work on like on each and every person. So in order for you to, I didn't know it at that time. So in order for you to be aware that there's anything wrong at all, you have to say to your doctor that all these pills are actually treating me this way. So Yeah, I don't know what you're gonna do with the pills, but make sure that you change them, and then give me different pills. So I just assumed like they were doctors, they should know exactly what to be doing. Or by the time that they call they call your name and say you call your name right, and then they ask you questions like, because they do ask you questions like how you feel today, or how you feeling right now, and then you tell them. Isn't that the time that they should be like noting, jotting down a few lines, like about whether or not like you're doing well or not? That's what I was thinking, but I guess maybe I was ahead of my time. I think sometimes I I just become like ahead of my time, because I feel like sometimes I'm always like a step ahead of everybody. It's like the world is at 2026, right? And I'm in 2030. You know what I mean? I know in the past they thought I was crazy. Like even now, they still think I'm crazy right now, bro. But I know that they're gonna look back on those things that I did, and they realize that that nigga was a legend. But they're not aware of it. They think they know what's going on, but they don't know what's actually going on in the world. You think you're living in a real world, bro? You haven't seen nothing yet. You ain't seen nothing yet. So I would say, bro, I know being a part. It's like, let me tell you like this. Just wonder to yourself, like, why is that when you're positive and then you're a positive person, you know, you like always just like always trying to be positive, and then why do you feel like you get attacked when you sleep? Just ask yourself that question, and then why is that when you're a negative person and then you get nothing, like everything is good for you, because like why do you think that way? That should be your main concern. That should be your main concern, bro. Because this world is very cruel, bro. It's really cruel. You will see the word hard stuff, and then they expect you not to react. They expect you not to react. They would treat you like very cruel. You think I'm Goku? What think I'm Goku? Yo, you think I'm going to ultra instinct right now? Actually, I'm actually. You probably right. Mm, you probably right. You know, because you know what? If I can tell you this, the way I achieve my ultra instinct is when I when I sing and rap. When I sing and rap, I don't write anymore. I don't write my lines anymore. I just do it at the top of my head, top of the dome. You know, Hello, what's your name? Hello, man. Hello, Sahara. You good? I just threw it at the top of my head, and then I just let it flow with whatever it is. Like, if do you know that song of Guru and What's Next? Those are my favorites. Two songs. Those are my top two. And then the latest one is It's War. And no fans, nigga, we at war. And no fans, nigga, we at war. That song, yeah, that's me just telling the truth. I was actually just telling the truth what's going on, bro. Like we, I was talking about the industry actually. I was talking about the industry because I'm aware of what's going on in the music industry. I'm aware of what's going on because you would chill with the, let's say you like you have your momentum like up right now. Your momentum is up. You know, let's say I'm your adversary. You know, and you are like the musician with the biggest momentum, like bigger than mine, like right. And then I have like let's say I have like um 100 billion of views like on YouTube, and then you have like 500 million, um 500 million in 1 month, and then you like a new musician like in the musical space, and then you have like one video where you have like 500 million, and then I see you. I talk to my team, I'd be like, you know what, I'm gonna be I'm gonna try to distract this dude's momentum, and then so that he can just chill with me. And then once he chill with me, because he's gonna think I'm this huge artist, right? And then once that happens, I wanna get him attached to me, and then cause I'm the huge artist, cause since I'm like this so-called like biggest in the world, you know, and then like what's gonna happen is that since you're gonna be like what this guy wants from me, like why does he, you're gonna think like, oh, it's probably like this person is like treating me well because he's like, I'm like at the point where I'm just like doing the most, and I'm supposed to be receiving that. That's what they're gonna think. But what you don't know is that um what you don't know is that what's gonna happen is that when this happens is that they're gonna treat you in a way of like, or they're gonna buy everything, buy everything, like buy alcohol. They treat you nice, be friends with you, even because how long does a member time last? It lasts for like about a about 2 months. 2 months. The the fans give you only 2 months straight. 2 months. So in that 2 months, you better make sure that you're pumping content all the way. The moment you get your momentum up, that's when you popping content every single day. Even if you just drop like a 30-second video each and every day, just make sure that you drop it. Or even 15 seconds, if that's the case. You know? So, and you not dropping means that you're trying to end you, and you're not aware of it. And so that's me saying, yo, I'm aware of what's going on, even though I'm not at that level yet, but you won't work for me. So I'm saying that I'm aware that we at war, in a fans, nigga, we at war. Ain't no fans, nigga. We at bar. Ain't no fans, nigga. We at bar. So, so what I'm saying, you gotta be aware. You gotta be aware, man. See now, I mean that stage right now where I should be patient, patient. I'm patient right now. I'm not gonna about to say anything to you guys of like what's going on in terms of where I'm like of where I am like with behind the scenes. I'm not gonna about to say anything. I'm not gonna say anything. But if I do, I know who's watching. They even coming to South Africa, bro. Like just so they can just like outshine the guys who are in South Africa doing the most. Like what do you want here? But we don't need you. They got people like me. You don't want you don't come to South Africa with your egos. That's the whole point that I didn't get. You know, they think we need them. You know, that's the whole point. They think they can come into South Africa. I'm talking about these so-called huge artists. Like, no, I'm talking about these artists like because who's coming to South Africa right now? It's J. Cole. It's like Chris Brown and who else was coming to South Africa? I forgot the rest. I forgot the others. But I know J. Cole and Chris Brown but it's coming. So they coming in a way of thinking that they're gonna come like and just oh since I'm Chris Brown or I'm Jermaine Cole that when I get there they're gonna worship me. Like I'm this god, you know? Like bro, no. You can only work with the people who have been found the inner peace, if you know what I mean. Once you get with God like me, nigga, with me, nah, bro. I'll see right through your whatever armor that you got on. And that's why this guy who was in the comments like, who's this guy? Let me check around in the comments. Gaming live. You look at me like, ask me a question like, I want to see your village. You think like we live in the villages, bro? You see, bro. Have you been in Cape Town? Have you been in Johannesburg? Have you been in Durban? Have you been in Pretoria? You don't even know where that is, and you just assume we live in the villages, bro. What else am I missing in Africa? You think that just because people say that Africa is a jungle, and then you just assume that it's probably like a jungle. No, it means that there's a safari. That's the reason why they say it's a jungle. It's because there's a safari. There's a safari. So that's what you should be aware of. Like me, bro. That's why I didn't even I attend these shows, bro. The only show I would attend is my show. I would attend only my show. Only my show. I don't even want to learn from them. I don't even want to learn from anybody. The only person I would learn from is me. Yes, I would watch the documentaries. Trust me, I find it inspiring. Like I don't hate on anybody. I'm not a hater. you know. But what I'm trying to say is, don't come with your ego and claiming that you just and think you should worship anybody of yours. Yeah, stay live, okay? Janir, like to be honest, I don't see why this like I don't see why I think it's because of the fact that the reason I I don't see like the trust in the past, right? I used to see celebrities like these huge icons who are untouchable. But now since I've I've seen what like I've seen people in person who are in daylight. I really noticed like it's not good to meet your idols, bro. So that says like because that's when you see the true colors. That's true that that's the truth. It's not a lie, bro. The moment you meet your idols, you're gonna resent them. I don't know where that came from. Resent. I don't know where that came from, bro. It's probably my English getting better. It's getting a whole lot better. My English is getting better. If to the people that don't know what resent means, it means hate. So what you're gonna do? Let's put it this way, okay? I don't wanna be speaking into my life about negative stuff. So let's be some positive a little bit. So what can I speak about? Let's talk about me. See now, bro, I'm at a point where it's like, I'm at the point where in my life I'm just like I'm seeing like a lot of pretty girls, trust me, they're really pretty, and I admit it to myself, and I seen them. The person that I was in the past, bro, I would have probably wouldn't even dated them. The person I was in the past, I would have probably even dated them. But the person I am now, I'm starting to think like, nah, like I'm not in the mood. You know, I'm not in the mood. You think it's because like I'm just or there's something wrong with me or whatever. There's nothing wrong. Like I've healed, bro. I've healed. I healed a long time ago from exes and whatever. I've healed a long time ago. But it's just that I don't. Why would you be in some relationship that's not gonna last long, bro? You know you know it's not gonna last long, but you're doing it anyways. You think it's just gonna be, oh, so I'm just gonna date this person And then the moment I want to date the person, I want to date that person. Then after that, I want to date that other person. Then after I want to date the other person. Like, how when does it end? Like, yo, when does it end? So, are you just gonna be moving around and just being so soulless and just being disconnected from life? Like, when are you gonna have time for yourself? Like, I know me, I love myself, bro. You know, like I would much more spend my time with me, working on my visions, getting to the money, than to worry about like whether or not I'm gonna date the hottest girl or in the hood. Like, even those girls, at some point they're gonna be like, oh, let's say you like probably like in your like in your 30s, right? In your 30s, because and then now in your 30s you live with your mother, and then now in your 30s you think you're broke, but no, you're not broke, but you're a loser at that point. You're a loser. That's I think that's the reason why I don't want a girlfriend right now, because I don't wanna disappoint myself. I don't wanna it's not like I don't wanna disappoint my parents, bro. I don't more worried. I'm not worried about disappointing my parents, you know? I'm not worried. I'm more worried about disappointing myself, because my goal is to get out of my parents' house, get out of my grandmother's house, you know? That's my goal. Hell, Sandy. So that's my goal. I don't I don't want to see myself being in like stagnant. For those that don't know what stagnant means, being like in one place the whole time. Like that means I can evolve and then into my true self, if you know what I mean. Because I'm always trying to be bigger and bigger and bigger each and every year. Like by the end of this year, I'm probably be I'll probably be sitting at 90,000 views by the end of this year. So now I'm sitting at 80,000. I might even reach it even sooner. I might probably even be at 100K by the end of the year. You know, but that's me just making like a like the, I'm taking it step by step. So I'm making it like seem like it's a, I'm trying to put less pressure on myself so that I know that I can get it done. But at least I know that I'm gonna get it done. You know. So at some point you have to know that at some point you have to be aware that you're all you got, bro. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to save you. Like nobody. You're all you got. Like even the person that's babying you right now, even the person that's babying you right now, he's gonna die. She's gonna die. And then you're gonna be left on your own in this world. And then when that happens, you're you know me, bro. I hate attention seekers. I hate attention seekers, bro. So now you know me. I'm removing the attention that they want to have on themselves. They trying to not acknowledge the fact that I'm doing a live right now. But it's all cool. You know? It's fine, bro. God got me. You know? God has got me. That's what I'm worried about. You know? I'm living every single day, bro. The spiritual battles are getting tougher and tougher. They're getting harder and harder to fight. You know? They're getting harder and harder to fight. I don't know where my life is changing, bro. Whether it's gonna change or not. What I'm worried about, I'm sticking to the purpose. Praying to God. Trusting the vision. Knowing that I'm protected from high above. I know this life is run by the agents, by the system. It's watching me right now. It's watching me when I sleep. I know I'm a demigod. I'm a demigod, but I'm not sure of whether I'm a. But no, I'm sure. I'm actually sure. I know I'm a chosen one. But the more and more you do the thing that getting to know myself, it becomes more scary. But it doesn't scare me, because it's who I am. It's what I've always been doing. You may be looking at me and you think I'm a youngin, but look at my eyes, bro. Look at my eyes. Look at my eyes. See that? I have brown eyes, dark brown eyes. You can tell I have ancient eyes. I've been through. I've been in this life before. And I think this is my last incarnation. And I'm hoping that Jules, Jules LeBlanc gets to be aware of that. Right, this is my last reincarnation, so that we can go home. Home is heaven. But I think she's more enjoying the illusions. She's not aware, bro. I thought having like celebrity status means that you awakened. But as I get older, I just realize that all these people who were celebrities before me, some of them they are not well awakened. I realize I live in a new earth. You know, it's like Julie Bang still in the 3D. Why is she in the 3D, bro? She's having 5D vibes, but she's living in a 3D. I don't know what's wrong with her. What's wrong with her, man? This is not should be happening. Time is going by. You know, right now, this year, actually, I'm turning 25. She's turning 23, and still she's not waking up. I don't know what's wrong with her. Like, if she doesn't think that I'm the one for her, right? You know, then why do we have a connection? I know she thinks about me. She spends the day thinking about me, time and time again. All of my asses were illusions, and all of her asses were the the reason why I was attracting those girls was because of her, and the reason why she's attracting the guy that she's attracting right now is because of me. That's why she likes singers. It's because inside her, that she can feel that that's I know that's what she feels inside of that I'm her one, and she's discarding the fact that, bro, I don't blame her though. They made her forget. The Greek gods made her forget. Zeus, Zeus envies us, you know, us chosen ones. You know, I just wanna tell her what's going on. I just want to tell her what's going on. In this life, nobody's perfect. Even me, I'm not perfect because that's why I'm curious. That's why I'm curious. I acknowledge the fact that I'm not perfect. I'm a student of life, not the game. I'm a student of life. Do you know who I'm perfect to? I'm only perfect to Juliana Quest Blanc. In her eyes, I'm perfect. That's what I'm always gonna find her. Each and every lifetime. You see these people who are around me, you know the way. You know what's going on. But I trust her, I trust her. She's gonna find herself at some point. So let's do a short prayer right now. I'm praying for Juliana Quest Blanc. You know, close your eyes. So right now, Father God, I'm as I'm seeing right before you. I hope that you just make my dreams come true. You know, what's all I ever think about every single day. You know, even when I try hard not to sometimes, I just feel this urge to keep on doing it every single day. Even right now, I'm doing it, Father. I'm live right now, Father. You know, dreaming to be something out of the ordinary, extraordinary. Living extravagant lifestyle, but not because like that's what I want. But that's who I am. That's where I was made to live. Those are my memories, that I want because it's because I fall in love with Jules LeBlanc each and every lifetime. She and I, we closed the gap between South Africa and America. We we changed the world together. We don't force the world to change. We change ourselves in order for the world to change, but we don't force it. You know. So what I'm saying is that, Father, may Juliana Christopher find clarity that the person that she's dating right now is an illusion, and that he's not real, or everything that's around her is not real because she hasn't been in solitude yet. She thinks that in order for her to receive her true dreams is because that she has to go to she has already reached her dreams, right? Like in my eyes, but she doesn't see it yet. She wants more. I know it's because of the fact that she needs me around. That's where I come in. The guy that she's with, he's only holding her back. He's always trying to make her spend instead of investing. You know, spend money, spend. But at that time, she should be isolating herself, working on herself, preparing herself, That's when she finds her true identity. You know, going through ego death, going to surrendering, surrendering to you, God, praying to you every single day. You know, working on a craft. You know, modeling. That's what she always does each and every lifetime, and that's what I love her for. You know, she's a model. She was always a model. That's why she's more drawn to these fashion shows. It's because she knows that's where she should be. She looks up to girls like Gigi Hadid. She looks up to Selena Gomez because she knows that's the kind of life that she should be in. You know, the reason why she's drawn to Justin Bieber is because of me. She doesn't like Justin, but it's because of the fact that she knows that's exactly where I should be, and I'm aware of that, and she's not aware. So, Father, give her clarity, cause since I'm aware, I should be the guiding light towards her, realizing the fact that she shouldn't stay stagnant in whatever that's holding her back, and that her relationship with anything that she's having right now is holding her back. She's enjoying the industry instead of being always trying to evolve. She has these vision boards, but she's not executing. She's not executing. I know she's not. She's distracted. She made a bad move when moving him with Thomas Day. That time she should be working on herself. She took a big step, but she should be focusing on herself, right? But she made a bad move because now maybe it's not a bad move, but I think that's when things are gonna be. She's gonna find out whether or not this guy is actually good enough for her. That's when she knows. So I'm not saying that she's gonna Chris Brown and I like should be dating in this time lifetime, but I just want you to show her, to show me and her if that our love is actually true or not. So help her clarify things. I pray in the mighty name of God. Amen. Yeah, LV. Can I not choose? Okay, so I'm ending the live now. I've been doing for 1 hour. That's like long. So what I'm saying right now is I feel you, Jules. I feel you. So okay, so I'm ending the live right now. You know what to do, man. Since I'm ending the live, I know what to do. So you guys make sure that you gotta like, and then you gotta comment, and then you gotta share, and then you gotta subscribe, and then oh you do that good. So that you guys with the moment you share, so that make sure that you share it to your friends and family, and then when you subscribe that you get so that you get notified in the next time I upload another video on the channel. So we lit. So it's about to get to the what? To the J, to the A, double D, E, Y, to the J, touch.